Once upon a time, in a small village named Umoji in Nigeria. Umoji was a peaceful place where everyone knew each other and looked out for one another. If someone needed help, the villagers would come together to lend a hand, and when there was cause for celebration, the whole village would join in, dancing and singing late into the night. Every morning, the villagers would wake up to the sound of chicken crowing and the smell of delicious food cooking on the fire. Children will run through the streets, playing games and laughing with joy. And in the center of the village, there was a big square where people would gather to chat and gossip. But beneath the surface of this idyllic village, there were secrets and mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And on the day of Amaka's engagement, one of those secrets will come to light. In the village, there lived a beautiful girl named Amaka. Amaka was known throughout the village for her kindness and her bright smiles that could light up even the darkest of days. She had long, flowing hair as dark as the midnight sky and eyes that sparkled like the stars. Amaka lived with her parents in a cozy little house at the edge of the village. She spent her days helping her mother with chores and playing with children in the village square. But deep down, she longed for something more. She dreamed of finding true love. Across the village, there lived a young man named Emeka. Emeka was handsome and strong, with a heart of gold. He worked hard on his family's farm, tending to the crops and caring for the animals. Like Amaka, he dreamed of finding his soulmate, someone to share his life with. One day, fate brought Amaka and Emeka together at the village market. Amaka was walking in the market with her baskets, looking for ripe tomatoes and green peppers. Emeka was standing behind his stall, arranging the fruits neatly in baskets. He noticed Amaka and thought she was the prettiest girl he had ever seen. Emeka waved at Amaka and she waved back shyly. She walked over to his stall, curious to see what he was selling. Emeka greeted her with a big smile and showed her the juicy oranges and ripe bananas. Amaka's eyes sparkled with delight as she admired the fruits. Emeka told Amaka about his family's farm and how they grew the fruits and vegetables themselves. Amaka listened intently. Fascinated by his stories, she told him about her own family and how she loved helping her mother cook delicious meals with the fresh produce from the markets. As they talked, they realized they had a lot in common. They laughed and joked as they shared stories about their lives. And in that moment, they knew that they had found something special, a connection that would last a lifetime. From that day on, Amaka and Emeka were inseparable. They spent every moment together, laughing and talking as they walked through the fields or sat by the river. Their love blossomed like the flowers in the springtime, and soon they were the talk of the village. After that day in the market, Amaka and Emeka's love story bloomed like a beautiful flower. They would meet each other secretly, not letting anyone know. Sometimes, Amaka would hide behind the big mango tree near the river, and Emeka would come to meet her there. Other times, they would meet in the field at sunset, where the tall grass swayed in the gentle breeze. They would spend hours together, talking and laughing, as if they were the only two people in the world. Emeka's parents didn't know that he was meeting Amaka because they were always meeting secretly. Amaka would tell Emeka about her dreams and aspirations, and he would listen with rapt attention. And Emeka would also share his hopes and fears with Amaka, knowing that she would always understand. They promised each other that they would always be there for one another, no matter what. Their secret meetings continued for months, and their love for each other only grew stronger with each passing day. They knew that they were meant to be together, even if the rest of the world didn't understand, and so they cherished every moment they spent together, knowing that their love was something truly special. 7 years passed, and Amaka and Emeka's love only grew stronger. They knew that they were meant to be together forever, and so Emeka decided to propose to Amaka on her birthday. But before that, he wanted to take her to his parents to show them the woman he wanted to marry. One day, Emeka decided it was time for Amaka to meet his parents. He was so excited to introduce her to his family because he loved her very much and wanted them to know how special she was to him. Emeka took Amaka by the hand and led her to his family's house. His parents were sitting outside, enjoying the warm sunlight. When they saw Emeka with Amaka, they smiled warmly and welcomed her with open arms. But as they sat down to talk, Emeka's mother's smile faded away. She looked at Amaka with a stern expression and shook her head. Emeka was surprised and confused. He didn't understand why his mother was acting that way. Emeka's mother told him that she didn't think Amaka was the right girl for him. She said that Amaka came from a different background and that their family wouldn't approve of their relationship. Emeka was broken. He couldn't believe that his own mother didn't support his love for Amaka. But Emeka stood up for Amaka. He told his mother that he loved Amaka with all his heart and that he couldn't imagine his life without her. He begged his mother to give Amaka a second chance, but she refused to listen. Despite his mother's objections, Emeka knew that he couldn't let anyone come between him and the woman he loved, and so he made a promise to himself that he would do whatever it took to be with Amaka, no matter what anyone said to him. Amaka felt sad that Emeka's mother didn't like her. She wanted to show her that she was a good person and that she truly loved Emeka. So she decided to try her best to impress Emeka's mother. Amaka cooked delicious meals and brought them to Emeka's house. She cleaned and helped with house chores, hoping that it would make Emeka's mother happy. She even brought her gifts and complimented her on her beautiful clothes. But no matter what Amaka did, Emeka's mother still didn't seem to like her. She would frown and make rude comments whenever Amaka was around. Amaka felt hurt and confused. She didn't understand why Emeka's mother didn't want her to be with Emeka. Despite feeling sad, Amaka didn't give up. She continued to be kind and respectful towards Emeka's mother, hoping that one day she would change her mind. But deep down, she knew it would take more than just cooking and cleaning to win over Emeka's mother's heart. Emeka loved Amaka with all his heart, and he couldn't imagine his life without her. Despite his mother's disapproval, he refused to listen to her. He knew that Amaka was the one for him, and he was determined to be with her no matter what. One day, Emeka took Amaka by the hand and told her that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. He didn't care what anyone else thought. All that mattered to him was their love for each other. Amaka's eyes filled with tears of joy as Emeka declared his love for her. She hugged him tightly, feeling grateful to have such a wonderful man by her side. Unknown to Emeka and Amaka, Emeka's mother was not happy with their decision to be together. She was determined to break them apart, no matter what it took. So, she went to meet a native doctor, who was known for his powerful charms and potions. The native doctor listened to Emeka's mother's story and agreed to help her. He prepared a special charm that he said would make Amaka go mad on her engagement day with Emeka. Emeka's mother was thrilled. She believed that once Amaka went mad, Emeka would realize that she was not the right girl for him and would leave her. The native doctor warned Emeka's mother that the charm was very powerful and should be used with caution, but she didn't care. All she wanted was to see Amaka out of her son's life for good. So, Emeka's mother waited for the perfect opportunity to use the charm, and on the day of Amaka's engagement to Emeka,